And true to my word, I'm already going at these videos. Who do you, if I can speak, who do you think is better? And that's is between the PS4 and the Xbox One. My personal leaning is PS4, and that's just because some of the shenanigans that are going on with the Xbox One, such as let's say you loan a game out to a friend, and you have to. I think you have to uninstall it from your Xbox One. They have to install it on theirs, then they have to pay a user fee or whatever, which I think is going to be the same retail price, though they haven't elaborated on how exactly that's going to work. And hey, honestly, there's just a lot with the Xbox One, such as the freaking Kinect being on all the time that just irritate. That's going to be problems. Otherwise, if I get an Xbox One, there's going to be some duct tape over that motherfucker. Or at least something to block the view of it, because I don't want Microsoft going, oh, what's he doing? Holy crap, he's rubbing his Jimmy. I don't want people eavesdropping on just anything. And then, like, here's a little paranoia thought is, oh, we see there's four people in there watching a movie. Oh, you three have to pay a fee. Sorry. There's only one person registered to this Xbox. Only one person is allowed to view. The rest of you, yep, pay up. It's just, there's a lot of things that these new consoles are doing, and even PS4 is guilty of it, though not quite as much, although there are some things PS4 is doing that, they're leaning more towards the broad entertainment system because honestly, you look at the Xbox One, it's competing with like other entertainment avenues besides freaking the consoles. It's deviating from its main focus, and that's to be a gaming platform. Now, I'm not saying it's going to stop being a gaming platform because if it did, well, it would have an identity crisis worse than the Resident Evil series. But at the same time, it does seem like it's having an identity crisis in that Microsoft just doesn't seem to know what they want this thing to be. And it's kind of like a Vista when they try to turn into just this all-around entertainment hub, and that epically failed. Vista was probably the worst operating thing they ever made. One of. I mean, I only started using Windows when 98 arrived, so I've had good experiences. I didn't see how 95 or any of the other ones prior to that were, but there's just a lot of things that Xbox One is doing, and like I said, it's with that whole trade-in fee, or not trade-in fee, where you give it to your friend, or you say, yep, I don't want it here, let me unregister it. Oh, by the way, when I give it to you, you have to have it's going to be a registration fee, so you can actually play it on your system. That just seems stupid to me. And then there's just the whole used gaming market. It sounds like there is going to be used games, but you're going to be paying a ludicrous price to get it done. Basically, Microsoft is trying to kill it off, it seems like. I don't know if that's their aim or not. But it seems like you would trade it in to eat, let's say GameStop. You have to unregister it from your system, and then they have to register it with their little system or whatever. And you got to figure, are they going to get charged a fee to do that? Because the developers are trying to get all the money, which they rightfully deserve to make the most money, because they're the ones that put all the effort behind the game. The publishers are just the ones that give it some strength and give it some pointers and stuff. They try to get it out there so that they can make some money. And then you also got, just Microsoft makes money. I don't know if they make money off the games. But anyways, I'm no marketing genius, but it seems like GameStop's going to get fucked, which I kind of don't feel bad for them at one bit, because they are fucking thieves, because the used gaming market has been their big business thing. But at the same time, can you really hate a business for doing what's good for business? Well, yes, you can. But still, at the same time, I kind of get where they get the whole the trade-in things. Granted, they are ripping people off. And that's typically why I'll buy a used game, but I'll never trade in with I never trade in my games. I did that once, and it took. I think I traded in about 20 games, most of which I still don't have, but a couple of which I did get back, like I bought on Amazon and whatnot. But yeah, I traded a bunch of those in, and I got one game for it, and it barely covered the cost for it. 20 games for about like $30. And the game I got was fairly old. I just wanted to get rid of these games. That was my main goal. And you look at the way these are going with how PC games are, where you have the registry key and stuff. PC games have next to no trading value. There is no used PC gaming market. If there is, it's scant and hard to find. Like maybe like one of those electronic stores that sell old stuff like old Nintendos and whatnot. But yeah, the used gaming market for them is virtually non-existent. Every PC game you pretty much buy is either digital download or it's got the registry. It sounds like this is what Xbox One is doing, so it does beg the question of how is this used gaming market going to work for them? And if it does go south for GameStop, well, they're going to take a hit, and it just begs the question of how it's going to work exactly, because Microsoft hasn't done the best of jobs of elaborating on these things that people are like, running and screaming about, half of which have been said. That's not entirely the case. If they would elaborate, people would probably stop trashing on them. That's all I'm asking for. Is just elaborate to me what exactly you guys are doing so that I can feel more inclined to buy your system. Granted, I'm not buying either one of these until some tests are done. Wait for all the red ring of deaths and shit to roll through, because I'm not having what happened to me last time with the 360. And I implore all of you to do the same. Because I bought a 360. Within a day of having it, I had the red ring of death. And this is supposed to be next gen. I was thinking, I'm like, this is supposed to be the next gen shit. I got a Sega Saturn that's like 10 years old, and it runs better than this piece of crap. At least it ran for more than a day before, going. So, that's just, I'm curious to see how these two are going to, like, go off at E3. See the actual gaming aspect of it. Although I did find there is a YouTube video, which I think I'll tack it onto here, of basically the guy was talking about like, oh yeah, it's so lifelike. When you swim close to the fish, they'll split away, and then it cuts to like Mario Kart from like, or not Mario Kart, but a Mario game from like, God, I think it's Nintendo 64. Little Mario swims towards the fish. What do? They disperse. It's like, wow. But N64 has the same quality as your new system. That's damn, Nintendo, man, they must have some really smart people. But yeah, I'll keep this short and sweet. So tell me what you guys think based on my vivid points that I made. Do you think the PS4 is going to be better, or do you think that the Xbox One is going to be better? Oh, and keep the whole fanboyism down. I will delete comments that are, basically two people going at each other. Like, if you want to call the PS4 a piece of shit, fine. You want to call the Xbox One a piece of shit, I don't care. But you'll respect other people's opinions. That's just my policy. But anyways, let me tack on a little comedic piece of footage for you.
And also added an AI system to it, so we have fish move out of the way when you get close to them.